some sleep. My boy. Are you really my son? Maybe is Diana lying for her own purposes? Maybe even Cal Jameson was lying.
Adopt.
Right, all right, adopted. He was adopted. Please, do you know who has him?
Yes.
Please, please tell me, for God's sake.
Your wife.
All right, losing our son did terrible things to her. Mr. Jameson, you've got to help me. Help her.
Why me?
Look, I paid the money. I paid the money and you promised to tell me.
I don't understand.
I've got to find my son. My God, man, can't you hear me?
She knows.
Who knows?
Your wife knows.
Knows what? What does she know?
Son. She knows where he is.
You really Stephen Lars? Is that who you are? I think all I have to do is go to General Hospital and compare the footprints.
Bobbie, would you relax?
No, because I'm getting tired of waiting for Miss Quartermain to decide it's time to pick us up.
Well, at least she's hitting on somebody else besides Laura Baldwin.
Well, that could be.
No, that's another thing. Luke told me that he's bringing Laura and Scorpio with him to pick up Alex tonight.
You're not ticked off because Laura Baldwin's coming, are you?
No, thanks to your fair warning. Let's go by ourselves.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Luke brought back our minks.
There, you see? And here you thought all along that Luke was getting into something heavy.
So did you. You were as worried as we were.
Well, he got out of it without a scratch, didn't he?
This time.
Come on, Joe. Let's go.
Honey, will you just relax? Now sit down and have a glass of wine.
I already had 2 glasses of wine.
Well, have 3. Come on, the evening's still young.
I'm getting antsy, waiting for people.
Poor baby.
Come on, my beautiful, gorgeous, tempestuous friend. You know as well as I do what this evening is all about.
What is this evening all about?
You didn't tell Aunt Ruby?
No.
No, I'm sorry, Ruby. I didn't want to worry you.
Well, now I am worried.
No, we're doing a little something for Luke.
And what is this little something?
Okay, Joe. Fill her in.
Well, I'll tell you all I know, and it's not much. All we're doing is keeping an eye on Robert Scorpio while Luke does a little mission down on the waterfront.
What kind of mission?
I don't know. It just has something to do with him down on the waterfront.
Oh, terrific. Another night of insomnia.
No, come on, relax. Luke is a big boy. He can take care of himself. But be cool if Scorpio comes here with him.
That's about as clear as mud.
Come on, let's make a toast.
Okay, what do you want to toast?
To the dance contest.
At the disco?
Yeah.
Oh, Luke will win that, hands down. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Joe.
No, it's too late. I'm wounded to the quick, whatever that is.
Actually, Luke is not going to win. He already told me it's fixed.
Fixed?
Yeah, so that we can keep our eye on Scorpio.
Uh-huh, well, that's about as clear as mud.
Welcome to Spencer's friend.
Hello, finally.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sorry we're late. We got hung up at the Quartermain's. Alex had company.
How nice.
Oh, Miss Spencer is tired of waiting.
Oh, actually, no. We've been playing Spin the Bottle, another fun game.
Hi, darling. You look wonderful as always.
Well, I wasn't really prepared for company.
Ah, the hell with company. Roberto Xavier Scorpio, you may kiss the hand of Ruby Anderson.
This is indeed a pleasure.
For that, you get a glass of wine.
Wonderful.
No wine. I have dance fever.
Oh, I got to talk to you about your dance fever. Joe Kelly, you know Robert Scorpio, don't you?
Obliquely, yeah. Pleased to meet you, Jack.
Where's Laura?
You mean the most desirable woman in the world? Well, she's downstairs.
Joe, will
How?
you pour our friend a glass of wine?
I've got
Waiting for me.
Here you are, Mr. Scorpio.
I'm in trouble. Thank you. Did you get the way this guy's talking about her? He's got his beady little eyes on her all night long.
Relax, okay? It was your idea for them to dance together.
I know, but I made a terrible mistake, okay? A bad mistake. I should have never done it. Laura's not capable of handling this creep.
Laura. Oh, it's Laura.
Listen, I want you to do something for me. I want you to be Scorpio's partner tonight.
No way. I have a date with Joe.
No, Joe can dance with Laura.
It's always Laura, isn't it?
Listen, please, Bobbie.
Luke, he's going to get suspicious if he doesn't dance with his own date.
Now, listen to me. I'll just take Joe aside on the way to the car. I'll tell him what's happening. Joe and I'll handle it.
And what about Laura?
I'll handle Laura.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Don't worry about that, all right? You don't understand what's going on here. This guy is driving me crazy. Do you know that he insisted on staying in the car with Laura when I went in to pick up Alex? I mean, I'm sure the guy's trying to put the make on her. Bobbie, don't let me down, please. I need you to do this.
I never let you down, do I?
No, you don't. Don't start tonight. Okay? Don't.
All right.
You know, Ruby, if I didn't have my lady waiting for me downstairs...
Your lady? Your lady?
If I wasn't looking forward to spending the rest of the night in the arms of that desirable young person, I would most certainly ask you to be my date for this evening.
Oh, Ruby, isn't he all heart?
No, darling, charm is the word you want.
Yeah, well, before it gets too deep, why don't we go to the disco before the contest starts?
Good idea. Now the neighbor will leave.
How is he?
Sleeping.
You believe me?
Diana, I want to so badly. I've been looking for him for a long, long time.
I know what kind of a shock this must have been for you. It was for me, too, when I realized that Peter and I adopted your son, a son that you thought had died.
I'm just gonna have to go to the hospital and compare footprints, that's all.
All right, I understand.
Do you?
I do. I was hoping, though, that note from Peter would be enough to convince you.
Scrawled words on a piece of paper? Sorry, lady. You know, I don't even know how Peter found out in the first place.
It must have been from Heather. He went out to visit her just before his heart attack. Don't you remember?
Diana, she was catatonic.
That's what we all thought.
Don't start that again. Sir, there's just too many unanswered questions.
I know. Believe me, I know that.
Think that she's known that she could have given up on him.
Jeff, you'd never forgive her. She could be dangerous. If she gets out of that sanitarium, she might want her son back, and there is only one way we can possibly protect PJ, and that is just to drop out of sight with him. That's the only way, Jeff. Jeff, he could have a wonderful future. He could have a future with his adopted mother and his natural father.
Will you please stop hitting me with that?
But you have to think about it, Jeff. Please just try and think about it. Look, I know you can't marry me or anybody else, but I'm willing to live with you, Jeff. We could be a family, the three of us, you, me, and PJ.
It'll never happen, Diana.
Damn it! He's my son, too, and I'm not going to give him up. He's as much mine as if I had given birth to him, and you better just remember that.
Diana, you've got to stop thinking that way. You and I will never end up together. Never. I'm still in love with Annie.
Nice outfit.
Oh.
Did you come see me?
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so rough on you.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I have to get him to see Diana.
All right. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just have to go.
Okay.
What are you two beautiful girls doing here alone?
How about joining us?
I'd love to.
I do.
Do you know there's a dance contest tonight right here in the disco?
No. Great. I could use a little fun. I got chewed out by Jessie Bird just before I left work.
What did you do now?
What do you mean now?
Amy, what happened?
Nothing. It's just Diana Taylor told me to let Ann Logan know that the seamstress was going to be a little late.
What seamstress?
Yeah. Mrs. Renfrew. She's the lady who's making all the capes for the parade, you know, tomorrow for the nurses to wear. Anyway, Diana said for me to specifically let Ann know not to pick up the capes tonight, but to wait until tomorrow morning before the parade instead. And I forgot. So by the time I called Ann, Audrey told me she'd already left for Diana's house.
Yeah, but Mrs. Bird chewed you out about a little thing like that?
Well, actually, I was on a roll. I forgot a couple other things, too.
Oh, no.
One of them was a message for Alan Quartermain from Susan Moore asking about their meeting tonight. And I guess I didn't get the message to Alan in time because I sure don't see Susan around here anywhere. She's probably out someplace by herself waiting for him. Makes me feel just awful.
You know, I bet right now Susan and Alan are in the office talking about business right now.
You think so? Mm-hmm. Guess I feel better.
Hey, you want to feel better? Let's dance.
But you never asked.
Well, how could he get a word in edgewise? You were just talking.
I'm going to excuse myself to the powder for one second.
Look, will you stop running away from me? Look, I owe you an apology.
You do?
Yes, I am sorry for having kidded you about quitting school and taking a job. You were serious.
And I won't.
All right, and you proved it by getting a job as a receptionist at the waterfront clinic. Now let's bury the hatchet.
How deep do you want it?
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
You know, that's why I didn't take your taking a job seriously. You're always so flip about everything you say.
Look, I accept your apology, and I appreciate it.
And now look, this doesn't mean that I'm gonna waltz you down the matrimonial aisle, but tonight can we at least be dance partners?
Sure. Let's just turn this bad boy out.
All right. Why not?